will never forget the moment that I saw the power of drug addiction. It was not something that I read. It wasn't something that I heard. It was something that I saw with my own two eyes. I was walking in with my parents one day, and I saw a man sitting on a sidewalk. I saw something in his hand, but I didn't know exactly what it was. But as we approached the scene, the man injected himself, not caring who saw him. It was a mental image that I know cannot be erased. It was something that I know time will not take away. As we approached the scene even closer, we saw police officers trying to block the view, but it was already too late. The public saw that tragic moment. The man had a helpless look in his face, and he wanted help, but he couldn't really say it for himself. He was in drug addiction. One of the most biggest drug addictions we have in our country today is heroin. 63% of heroin usage has increased from 2002 to 2013. It doesn't hit a specific race. It doesn't hit a specific gender. Whomever falls in its grasp is affected. Heroin abuse is considered now an epidemic. A New York Times article titled "Epidemic Increasingly Seeps into Public View" saw that people find any opportunity to inject themselves in public. And they have found people unconscious, whether it's in public parks or in cars or in restaurants. People have been found unconscious and even dead. But how does this powerful addiction even begin? Well, like many other addictions, it starts by people wanting to find an escape. They want to find shelter for their problems. And there's also an argued statement that opioid prescriptions are also the root of this problem. According to a CDC article, in the year 2012, 259 million prescriptions were made for opioids. Opioid medications activate receptors in the brain, which consequently brings a dependence on medication. And since it's expensive to get those prescriptions, heroin is cheaper and it's an easier option, and people just become addicted. Of course, the consequence of using heroin is great. HIV is contracted due to the fact that it can be injected into the veins. People also contract hepatitis B and C. And the saddest one is overdose. People become unconscious. They can have slowed breath, they can have permanent brain damage, and even death. In conclusion, heroin addiction is a great epidemic that's affecting our nation, and we have to do something about it. Hopefully, this epidemic can end. Thank you.